after Boone went out? How big did that turn out to be for you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're right. And I mean, we struggled with the 3 games that he didn't play this year. I mean, we're definitely a different team without him out there. But I still feel like there were plays to be made the second half, and we didn't make them. And so it really just comes down to that. I mean, we had some, put it this way, we had some opportunities to do good things the second half, and we just didn't make them. We didn't do it.
Was there a theme in not getting those plays done? Was it one thing that hurt you on all those plays, or was it different things?
Well, you got to really look at it close to analyze that. But you know, I know that we had some open guys. And there were times we didn't go to them, and then there were times when we went to them they didn't make the play. I mean, it all works together. And then and really the second half it's frustrating because it was just a flashback of really South Carolina. It's the same exact score, and then we go out the second half, and the first drive we have the perfect look to throw Dorian on the goalpost to make it 31-7, and we just don't hit it, and then we get the first down and we have a holding penalty. Same South Carolina. I mean, just the first. I mean, it's just at some point you just got to get over the hump and just make a play when things get tough, and we just our inability to do that was evident tonight.
Shannon, when you have young receivers who have some drop issues, I know you're not the receivers coach, but how do you overcome that? I mean, how do you, is that something that guys can grow out of?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really had that issue in the past, So I mean, that's a tough question because I don't think if there was a perfect formula to that answer, then there would be people that would patent it and probably make a lot of money. And so I've always dealt with it the same. I've always dealt with mistakes. I mean, you address the mistake and you move on. What's the coaching point when a guy drops a ball? I mean, what do you tell him? Hey, catch the ball. Well, he probably knows that, And so the biggest deal is just probably focus and just there's different words that probably help a lot better than hey, catch the ball. And so but ultimately, if you look at the second half, they made plays and we didn't. I mean, it's really fairly simple when you look at it,
Was there just not another option when some guys, when it happens repeatedly, to introduce them to the bench and coach?
Well, I mean, we roll those guys in, but I mean, you hate to give up on a guy, because I mean, but that's made some plays this year, I mean, the guy's made some really good plays, and he brings an element of speed out there that puts the defense in binds, that really he's the fastest guy we have. And so, and the nature of which they were playing, which we caught him in some quarters coverage a few times, you really need that guy to stretch the defense, And so, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that isn't the only play that we didn't execute.
Would you size up Drew's play today?
It's hard to say. I mean, he played well at times, and I think, it was frustrating because he missed some guys at times, I mean, I don't know if y'all, could see it where you were at, but I mean, we had some opportunities down the field that we knew all week that we would have, and we just didn't take advantage of it, what was frustrating.
Are you confident you have a quarterback to build around here on the roster somewhere?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think both of them are capable. I mean, like I've said since day one too. I mean, we got to have a lot of people playing around them. I mean, if you look at any good quarterback that's out there in any level, and typically they got some guys making plays around them. So I don't blame, and I've said this for the last 6 weeks, that I'm pretty realistic when it comes to quarterback play. Now, are there things that we have to do better quarterback play? You're right. I mean, just for instance, there was one instance I remember the first half that we gave up a sack, took us out of field goal range. We just got to get rid of the ball. I mean, you can't take a sack like that. But I mean, you also know that when you make the switch and you play Drew, you're going to take some growing pains. I've said that all week. I mean, the kid doesn't have a lot of experience playing, and so there's trial and error. And so, I never thought his confidence wavered. I really didn't. I thought he went in there and made some great throws at times, kept the plays alive, and there's probably 4 or 5 plays that he would like to have back, and hell, we all like to have him back.